Fire breaks out at historic Notre-Dame Cathedral in Paris.
Here's a summary of the article.
A fire has broken out at the world-famous Notre-Dame Cathedral in Paris. Pictures posted on social media showed enormous plumes of smoke billowing into the city's skyline as firefighters rushed to the historic site. According to French newspaper Le Monde, the fire broke out in the attic of the historic monument before spreading to engulf a large section of the roof. A spokesperson for the cathedral said the blaze was first reported at 5:50 p.m. and the building was evacuated soon after. Officials in Paris said the fire could be linked to renovation works being carried out at the cathedral. The cathedral is the finest example of French Gothic architecture in Europe, and one of the most visited buildings in the world. It is the cathedral of the Archdiocese of Paris, and is visited by some 12 million people every year.
This post received a score of 78,406, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The moment the spire collapsed.
Thank you for the link. Not sure why my morbid curiosity needed to see the spire fall, but now I wished I hadn't. I can't fucking believe this is happening. Edit, for the sociopaths who don't seem to understand human empathy, it's more than just a building to many, many people. Try to imagine some middle schooler edgelord telling you it's just a building while your house burns down. Fucking unbelievable.
It's history. Watch and remember, because from this day on Notre-Dame will never be the same. Think of our ancestors who watched Alexandria's library burn or the collapse of the Colossus of Rhodes.
They did say though the artifacts inside were saved and the places that were burnt weren't as modern as the actual cathedral. It survived a lot, including the madness of World War II.
This is absolutely heartbreaking. The symbol of our city, if not the country. Last year there made a show called Notre-Dame de Coeur on the building. I remember thinking that this is Paris. Not the Eiffel Tower, not a shopping avenue, this right there. A video from that show.
I was there at that show in October and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I'm fucking heartbroken to see it burn like this.
Awful. These old cathedrals aren't just places of worship, they're storehouses of history like museums. So much will have been lost forever even if they can save the building. It's crazy to think that Notre-Dame de Paris was where Napoleon himself was coronated Emperor of the French by the Pope almost over 200 years ago.
And it was 600 years old when it happened. This building has seen so much. It's a sad day for humanity.
When you think about the lives of the people who built these cathedrals and the old European churches, through times of war, famine, plagues so bad that they genuinely feared it was the end of the human race, they kept on building, devoting a massive proportion of the community's economic and human power to raising one building. I can't understand the depth of religious faith, but I have to respect the craftsmanship, perseverance, and determination. Other than some Victorian architecture, I don't think we've built anything since, even in the modern age, that could rival the permanence or elegance of these buildings.
Well said. It holds importance on so many levels.
7:45 Paris time, and has fully engulfed the spire. 8:05 Paris time, no longer exists, the fire has reached the front towers. There are no reported injuries, but this is looking like a worst-case scenario for the structure itself. Sad face. 10 o'clock Paris time, Nicolas Delisle from Paris Match, the treasury, and relics have been safely evacuated. 11 o'clock Paris time, Paris fire officials are asserting that from total destruction.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.